Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Spotlight Cafe right here on WVOX 1460 on your AM dial and WVOX.com on your computer. My name is Jerryl, and of course, every week we feature an artist, of course, of a different genre. But in this today, we have a very special guest, and I'm honored to have singer, songwriter, keyboard player, multi-instrumentalist, former member of the Isley Brothers, of course, former member of Isley Jasper Isley, Lifetime Achievement Grammy winner, Mr. Chris Jasper. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here. And how are you today?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day, fabulous day outside, and great to be here.
Spotlight Cafe. Right here on WVOX 1460 on your AM dial and WVOX. Go ahead, man. Just go.
You have to feel a little bit, when you see stuff like that, kind of.
Hey.
Feels pretty good to me,
awesome.
Baby.
I'm not going to even try.
I can keep going. I can keep going.
Hey, listen.
My wife was in the studio, as she is today.
Yes.
She was in the studio when I was recording it, and I was looking at her singing a lot of that stuff,
right.
because, I get a lot of inspiration from her.
Did you sit her in front of you?
She was right. You know how the control studio. So
yes.
There's a control room. There's the glass.
Yes.
And then you're out. I'm out in the studio part.
Exactly.
So I could see her through the glass.
Right.
And I'm singing. And it's a good vibe when somebody you love is on the other side because
of course
it brings out some good things.
Exactly. It's good that you're married and oh baby
Well, I've been looking here and there looking everywhere.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
You know how it goes.
Margie, put the headphones on.
He's trying to draw you into this conversation. She's trying to stay in there. She's starting to be quiet.
You're not quiet anymore. Introduce yourself, Margie. Grab the mic in front of you.
Baby. Is your mic on, baby?
This?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, I heard you then.
I'm listening.
Oh.
She just likes to listen. She just
likes to listen. No problem. No problem.
Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about the music.
Yeah, this new tune, man. This next one.
Yes. Still in Love.
I've been on social media quite a bit, and I'm getting messages from people every day, and what they say to me is, I listen to radio sometimes, but sometimes I don't because they're not playing the music I want to hear.
It's not the same, correct?
And they say, bring back that. When are they going to bring back some of that good music, man?
Right.
The recording artists are going to start recording that good music again.
That's right.
And the more I heard it, I said, well, okay, I got to do something. I got to write a song about this, And I wrote a song called "Bring It On Back."
Right.
And "Bring It On Back," I tried to have elements of what was going on at the time. I wanted to have a little bit of funk under there, because, I'm a keyboard player and, I've done things like The Heat Is On, The Pride,
exactly.
Which are part of that history,
right?
Fight the Power and all that stuff. So there was funk involved, but there was also melody involved.
Very much
and I wanted to sing melodic lines over that kind of context in the music.
I got the feel for that when I was listening.
I wanted to tell a story.
Right.
I wanted to tell the story about R&B, in a short way.
And you did.
Yeah.
You
and where it came
did.
from, some of the towns,
Yeah, because we don't have those type of singers, and you bringing it on back.
I wanted to bring it on back.
You did. You sure did.
I wanted to bring it on
Ladies
back.
and gentlemen, when you listen to this album called "The One" by Chris Jasper, you're gonna feel the same way. It's really great. It's great stuff on here. Spotlight Cafe right here, WVOX. Do your thing, man.
Hey, man. I love the fact that how this song came out because I wanted to tell that story, and I also wanted to say some phrases that were familiar that people would remember.
Yeah.
Because that music, I believe, is classic, and I believe it's always going to have a part in society. It's always going to be something that's pleasant to listen to.
Definitely.
And some of the songs even have great messages that carry forward.
Yeah, definitely.
So I thought it was important to tell that story and to tell it in that way because Soul Train. I mentioned Soul Train in there, which was a big part of especially Black culture.
Right.
And
I'm
then
sure everybody watched Soul Train.
yeah, everybody. You know, we were on Soul Train.
Well, exactly.
I was talking to you before about the group being on Soul Train and you know what we used to do on there. So that's where a lot of groups
got their start.
Yeah, they on Soul Train.
Exactly.
That's where the public became aware of them.
Exactly.
So
yeah, and you threw in Daylight by Bobby Womack, and you went up like
yeah,
go ahead, man.
I put a little Bobby in there because he was big too. He was one of those unsung songwriters.
Exactly.
I felt.
Right.
That he wrote a lot of good songs, and even Shaka, who we mentioned before, she covered a song of his, "Stop On By."
Right, exactly. And you wrote for her.
I wrote a song for her too.
Her
I got a chance to do that. That was a great experience, being in the studio with her and actually singing background with her. That was a lot of fun.
That was awesome. Yeah, I like that song.
That was great.
Yeah, man. And so you also have a song here called "Man Up."
Oh yeah, Man Up,
which talks about with all the talk shows like Maury and Steve Wilkos and people not taking accountability or responsibility for having children or the things they do.
Yeah,
tell us a little bit more.
About Man Up is the bridge tells the whole thing. Take a look into the mirror.
Yeah.
Look right into your eyes.
Right.
And find the man you ought to be inside.
That's right.
That's what the song is saying. There's step up to the plate, be a man, take responsibility.
Right.
But it's also saying musically, man up.
Man up.
If you can,
take the panties off.
Time to face the truth.
Exactly.
Show what you can do.
Show what you can do. Exactly.
So musically, if you can play, let's see it.
Let's do it. Exactly. Yeah, let's see it. Bring it out.
So I kind of put all the chips in here. I'm playing keyboards here. I'm playing guitar on here. I'm playing bass on here.
Exactly.
A lot of what I did with the Isley Brothers, but because I was mainly a keyboard player, it wasn't reflected on the albums.
Again, you were the main cat. Usually keyboard players, people go to keyboard players because they're not only the songwriters or the keyboard players, they're the musicians, the arrangers, the producers. I know what it feels like, brother.
Yeah. I mean, especially like on the bass, a lot of times, when it came to a real funky part,
right?
I was playing it. Like, Tell Me When You Need It, solo on different songs. Don't Let Up, Slow Down Children. Even I Want to Be With You. I was playing bass and guitar on there.
Nice.
So
the actual bass or the keyboard player?
The actual bass, the thumping,
nice.
And then I played the synthesizer bass on everything. So Take Me to the Next phase. That's a
I love that.
A lead bass synthesizer
I
song.
I get chills when I hear that song.
The Next Phase, baby. That was just one of those things where I just got the feeling in the studio and just start playing it.
And it's not just the song itself, but the arrangement and what was going on. Like the heat is on. It's like, wow, the bass part.
The heat is on. Yeah, I was playing some funk on there too.
Nice.
I mean, when you hear the funkiest stuff from the Isley Brothers,
right? That's you. That's you. Spotlight Cafe right here on WVOX 1460 on your AM dial and WVOX.com on your computer. Just in case you just fell out the sky, we're listening to the great, the awesome, the talented Mr. Chris Jasper and his brand new album called The One. And this is on your labels.
Yes, on Gold City Music. Yes,
City
that's
Music. Right, cool.
Record label. I've had it since I started doing my solo albums, and I'm just happy with this one. I'm getting great feedback from it, and
you're bringing back the funk.
Yeah,
it's
man.
There. The funk is there. The romanticism is there.
Yeah. That's all a part of what I did for so many years, and I just wanted it on this album. For everything that I do to be on this album, even stretch out vocally too. There's some stuff I used to do live that I never would do on the record.
Sure.
For just because the idea itself didn't lend itself to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But these ideas do.
Yes.
These ideas say, okay, stretch out, do what you do.
And you did.
And I'm very happy with it. Yeah.
I'm very pleased with the album actually. Talk about Still in Love.
Yeah, Still in Love. Like you mentioned the ballads. The
ballads, yes.
This is one. This is one of those ballads that is typical Chris Jasper. I mean, stuff I used to do with the Isley Brothers, and people didn't know, like I said, how much I did.
And you hear it in a lot of these songs. I mean,
and it has that piano intro that I had in a lot of songs, like Lover's Eve, Highways of My Life.
Right.
I wanted to have that back in the song, and also add a little orchestration to it. but you know, really that down soul, you know,
Yes.
Blue Lights in the Basement kind of
Yes,
thing.
sir.
You know?
That's right. Back in the
Yeah,
day. Exactly.
if all those who remember that, you know.
That's right. You know,
Yeah.
the low voice, come here, baby, let me hold you real tight.
Yeah.
That's
It was really nice slow jam.
It's very much so. Very much so. And you're classically trained, too.
Yeah, and that's what I brought into some of the songs, like those intros on Highway of My Life, Sensuality,
Yes.
Lover's Eve.
Yes.
It's kind of a little bit of the influence I had from Debussy and Ravel and
Wow.
Gershwin. Those kind of arpeggios
Textures
and things that they used to
and-
play, and,
yes.
and the different degrees of the scale they used to use.
Sure.
It was a huge influence on my writing, even in the ballads themselves, the way I voiced the chords
Right.
and craft the melodies.
Nice.
Can be attributed to that period. So,
Nice. Very much so. Spotlight Cafe. Nice.
Yeah,
right
man.
here on WVOX 1460 on your AM dial and WVOX.com on your computer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm with the incomparable, the legendary Mr. Chris Jasper. Thank you for coming in, man. I
Hey, my
appreciate
pleasure,
that.
man. I had a lot of fun.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
Excuse me for the technical stuff in the beginning, of course.
No. I know things happen. Like I told you, man. Sometimes we were on stage, man,
Wasn't
and things happen.
expecting the
So,
sister station to go haywire on me.
yeah,
Thank
man,
you,
it
man.
happens. It happens.
Great music, you great CD. Ladies and gentlemen, the album is called The One by Chris Jasper, and you can pick it up at iTunes, cdnow.com, or cdbaby.com, or just go on his website, chrisjasper.com.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
That's it.
You can get to everything there: Facebook, Twitter, everything.
Twitter, Facebook, exactly. Anything else you want to tell me a little bit?
Yeah, I always want to thank the fans, you know, for their support over the years. It's been fantastic, you know, both groups,
Right.
You know, Isley Brothers, Isley Jasper, Isaac, and my solo career too. It's just very important that, you know, I let them know that, and I do let them know that because I'm on Facebook a lot. I'm able to contact people, and they were able to tell me, you know, how they feel about the music, and it's just wonderful.
This is awesome.
That's what every composer wants, is that immediate feedback. You know?
Right, exactly.
And it's great.
Well, you got it. And I'm glad you came in, and I'm glad you're sharing your music with us and sharing the CD and sharing your history and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
It's been great, man. Thank you.
I appreciate it. And coming right after this show is Ireland Coles. And after that, the Seer, Zogo, Prophet Zogo. And 7 o'clock, we'll have Jovan Richards with... he's going to talk about a lot of political stuff or whatever the case may be. But right now, thank you very much, Chris Jasper, for coming in. Appreciate that.
My pleasure.
We're going to leave you, ladies and gentlemen, like we always do. At the end of the show, we always leave you with some good music. His version of What's Going On.
Yeah. That's. I wanted to add my little touch to it, and you know, like I said, Marvin Gaye was one of my favorites.
Yes.
And I even ran this version past his wife, Janice, and she heard it. She said, "Chris, you know, I'm kind of tough on people when they do covers of Marvin Gaye songs,
Right.
especially What's Going On."
Right.
She said, "But this is fantastic. I love it. You know,
It fits
it's beautiful.
you. Yes.
And let me know when you're in my area. I'm coming to the show."
Exactly. Please let me know when you're.
Yes,
you know,
I will.
Definitely.
I definitely will.
Thank you again for coming to the show, Spotlight Cafe. I'm honored, actually honored to talk to you, and it's been fun, man.
It's
Great.
been a pleasure for me.
Likewise. Cool. We're gonna listen to What's Going On, Chris Jasper's version, and I will see you next week. Of course, Spotlight Cafe, same time, same station, right here. Peace.